SD card on the camera is almost full. Telephone battery is almost dead. It's dark out. I'm exhausted. Let's fucking do this. Alright, so I watched First Cow. Now, I wanted to see this movie because it was released by A24. I love A24. They make amazing movies. They make amazing horror movies like The Witch, Midsommar, Hereditary. Really good string of horror movies. But not only that, they make some great dramas as well and great comedies. Last year we got The Farewell, which I reviewed. Try to tag it, try to remember. Lady Bird, Oscar darling, even though I wasn't that big into Lady Bird. And now, here they come with First Cow. Now this one flew under my radar, had no clue what it is, but I went in blind because I give A24 the benefit of the doubt. They can do no wrong to me at this point. Now, as I was starting the movie, I put the movie on. Beginning credits start rolling. I'm looking up who are the actors, who's the director, and the director of this film made a movie called Meek's Cutoff back in 2010. I did not like Meek's Cutoff. It is not the kind of movie that I am into, and as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh boy. And yeah, this movie was an oh boy. I don't like hating on a movie too much. It's not my MO. Movies are extremely hard to make, so I'll praise a movie just for getting made. This is just not my kind of movie. I will say the music in this movie was pretty amazing. Like, I really liked the guitar music in this movie. I thought that was really good. Other than that, just like, it's not that I hate period pieces. The Favorite, for example, that came out a few years ago, I thought that was a great movie. I don't have a thing against period movies. It's just like it's a period piece. And there's silence, and the characters, they stare at each other. And there's a lot of fucking nature shots. It feels like it was made by that, like, film school student who takes himself really seriously. It just feels like that. It's a really, really, really slow and kind of... I hate dropping this word. The movie's a little pretentious. Sorry, I hate the word and I get it. Film is subjective. And it's whatever you make out of it. I just couldn't make anything out of this movie. It was just, it's what it is. It's like people staring at each other. What's this movie about? I'm sorry. What is this movie about? So it's about a guy, and he's a baker. And he becomes friends with a Chinese immigrant. Together, they're very poor, but they start stealing milk from a rich person's cow. And together they start making baked goods. What I'm explaining there starts like halfway through the movie. They don't steal the first pitcher of milk until halfway through the movie, which is like what the movie is about. It's called First Cow. It's just a lot of brooding and looking at each other, and all of the lines of dialogue are delivered so monotone. And I get it. I don't mind a slow movie. I actually prefer slow movies. I reviewed Possessor recently. That was a slower burn film. But there has to be like some through line for me to hang on to. Possessor had a great story. It's about a woman who can't balance work with her family life, and her work is invading her personal life, and it's giving her this PTSD. There's so much shit you can dissect while these brooding scenes are happening and while the camera's lingering on these characters. I get it. I understand slow films. But this, it's like, there needs to be a little something there. You can't just have the characters stare at each other and then tell me, hey, you didn't get the movie. It was very smart. I don't know. Maybe I just didn't get the movie. Maybe I just didn't get this movie and I didn't get Meek's Cutoff. It's just... there lacks substance. And if you're gonna tell your audience to be patient, this is a slow burn, there has to be something more there. That's all I'm going to say. The characters, not much to them. Like, the guy is poor, he really likes animals, I guess. That's all I can say about this character. The Chinese immigrant character, not much about him. The movie just ends, like, it doesn't know. I don't know. The movie just ends. It ends with them on the run, and ends. You're like, what? What was the point of me watching this? And I can see how one might think, oh, it's a movie about greed and the class divide and stuff like that. There has to be something more there. There are sprinkles of themes, but the movie isn't really saying anything besides addressing these issues. I notice I do this a lot in my reviews. I promise you that I do not inhale any drugs through my nasal cavity. Thought I'd throw that out there. But yeah, it's a nervous tick. I get a little itch. Yeah, just a lot of style, not much substance. I don't think this was a strong enough script to merit telling your audience, sit down, be patient, this is a slow burn. Possessor, on the other hand, had a reason for it. And I've seen plenty of movies that are slower films, and they expect you to sit through and analyze it. Here, there's just not much there. I did enjoy the cinematography. This is a great looking film. The costumes are really good. You really feel like you're in the period. I like that 4:3 aspect ratio as well. That was a sexy touch. But I mean, those are within the first 15 minutes of the film. If you've seen the first 15 minutes of the film, you know that there's going to be good music, good cinematography, and good stylistic decisions. Just, this is a 2-hour and 10-minute film, and it's just characters just mumbling to one another. I don't know. Maybe I don't get it. Maybe I wasn't in an artsy mood today. And yesterday, it took me 2 sittings to get through this movie, not gonna lie. It's a shame, because I like A24, and I'll continue to love A24, obviously. Like, dude, every studio has, like, a couple of movies you're not gonna necessarily like. I don't dock points to A24. This was probably an interesting movie to release, and I'm happy it got released. Just not for me. Not for me. I've taken film classes. I've seen students try to do the staring at one another and try to pass it off like it's art. I don't know. Didn't work for me. If it worked for you, I'm super happy because I want to see A24 release some banger films. Wasn't for me.
History isn't here yet. It's coming, but maybe this time we can take it on our own terms.